Hey you, good morning. Oh, it's afternoon. Oh my gosh, I have to fix this. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami. My name is Miriam Isa Al Ali Zastipel. I put God first. This is my story and I have a purpose. I help others embrace their authentic self to serve a bigger purpose. Everything I do in my life, from the minute I wake up in the morning to the minute I go to sleep at night, is in service of something bigger than who I am.
That's right. And my name is Alexander Zastipel. My purpose is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence.
Existence, guys, existence. And we come to you guys Clear and Conquer Live every single week to bring to you a topic that is going to be helping you with your life and with your business as well. And since we are already in May, we decided to bring a topic to you that every single one of you, whether you have achieved your goal, whether you are working on them or whether you quit on them, that every single one of you guys need. So today we're going to give you the 8 reasons why you are not successfully executing on your goals, and then we're going to give you a solution to it. And also, if you guys want more of this, we're actually running a free workshop, a goals execution workshop tomorrow on Friday. So you can go ahead and click on the link or go to clearandconquer.com/impact. With that being said, I want to go ahead and start the topic. So, 8 reasons. Well, actually, before we talk about the 8 reasons, remember the 1st of Jan, guys? We were excited. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna go conquer this, we're gonna go conquer that. I'm gonna read 50 books, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna go after what I want, I'm gonna. And now, 4 months into the year, maybe nothing happened, maybe not as big as you wanted it to be, but the very few people who are the ones who actually set a goal and they reached it. And I'm very proud that Alex and I are from the few people who actually set up goals and reached it. We're also like we have clients who we help them privately or we help their teams or we also help them on one-to-one basis who we help them execute. So with that being said, we'd love to go ahead and share with you the 8 reasons why you didn't reach your goals. Maybe it's a combination of them, maybe it's one of them. So please go ahead and take notes on this because you will need it. Anything you want to share before we go further?
Yeah, just one thing. Like, in order to change something, you have to be aware of it. So don't lie to yourself about this. Like, if you set goals out for yourself, did you achieve them or not? It's a yes or no question. You can't be like, oh, kinda. If you say kinda, you're selling yourself short. You're starting to retreat and give up. If I said I'm going to the gym every day and someone asked me, did you? I'm like, kinda, that means you're okay with kinda. You're not okay. You gotta be obsessed with reaching that goal. Like, you have to go all in on it. You can't just be like, oh, I kind of reached it, I kind of don't. Your whole life is going to be kinda and unpredictable if you keep on operating like that.
I love that. I love that, Alex. There is no kinda here. It's whether yes or no. There is no kinda. Kinda communicates to me not certainty. Kinda communicate to me that you're not confronting the real situation. And if until you confront the real situation, you will not get an answer to it. Okay, with that being said, Alex, let's go ahead and get to the 8 reasons. So the number one reason you are not achieving your goals, whether this year or the past years, you don't know your purpose. I'm gonna give it to you straight, and this is number one, and I'm gonna go and make it heavy because the goals that you have set at the beginning of the year became cold. Why? Because they are not fueled with purpose. When you have goals fueled with purpose, there is fire behind it. It's like a rocket. You want to go ahead and do more. You want to go ahead and conquer. You cannot just sit and wait for things to happen to you. Don't just send a proposal and say, I'm gonna wait. Or don't go ahead and initiate a meeting and say, let's see if it's gonna work. Or you do not go ahead and do something and say, I will see if this person accepts it. I will wait. I'll do it next month. I'll do it next week. Oh, Mariam and Alex are running at the next event in Dubai. I'll think about it. You're very cold. You're very cool. You're very chilled. Why? Because you don't know why you're even setting up the goal. Why did you want to go ahead and start a business this year and you didn't? Why didn't you go ahead and said you want to be spending more time with your wife this year and you didn't? If one of your goals was, for example, to go ahead and let's see, Write a book, but you didn't. Whatever the goal that you set in the 1st of Jan and you didn't do it, guess what? There is no purpose. You don't know your purpose. What is purpose, Maryam? If you guys go ahead and look up for the definition of purpose, purpose means the reason for something, the reason why something exists, right? So when I ask about your purpose, what's your purpose? And you don't know, I don't know why I exist, we have a problem. Because you're going to keep setting random goals. You're going to keep putting goals that you think they're massive. Oh, Maryam became an international known speaker. I want to do that too. Great, but why? I don't know. That's a problem. So the first reason why you're not achieving your goal is because you don't know your purpose. And your purpose is not your job, by the way. Your purpose is not your family. Your purpose is not your children. Your purpose is not your women empowerment group. Your purpose is not only the community you're serving. Your purpose is not you. Oh, my purpose is for me to be happy. Well, that's a very selfish goal. It's all about you, me, myself, and I. And guess what? Me, myself, and I doesn't get you far. That's why you get frustrated. That's why you're not happy, because you're not contributing to someone else's success and someone else's life. So the number one reason why you are not achieving your goals is because you don't know your purpose. Hence, you go ahead and you set goals that has nothing to do with your purpose.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And just to add to that, like Maryam is the purpose queen, just so everybody is clear on that. For those of you that don't know, by the way, that would be our fault if you didn't know that. Maryam helps people find their purpose, and that is the reason for your existence. And if you're one of those people, yes, I'm talking to you. If you're one of those people that are watching Netflix, playing video games half of the day, hanging out with friends that you probably don't even want to hang out with, like they're gossiping, and you're like, why am I actually even here? Why am I hanging out with these people? If you're one of those people, you're always an idle, you're lazy, you call yourself, you just don't know your purpose. You don't know why God put you on this planet. I am going to challenge you on something, and I'm going to say, I don't think that God put you on this planet to just sit idle and do nothing, right? I don't think he put you on this planet just to work a job. I don't think he put you on this planet to watch Netflix all the time. Okay, watch one show, but don't binge watch, okay? Don't become obsessed with Netflix and be in control by Netflix, okay? Be in control of your life. What are you doing with your life, okay? What is your purpose? You should know that. Mine is to bring out the strength in others so they can take full control of their life and gain all rights to their existence. It's very simple, right? And what do? I do that across every area of life. I don't just do that for myself or me and Maryam, right? I do that for you. I do it for people across the planet. I do it for communities. I do it for churches. I do it for everything. I don't just think only about myself. Okay, so when you find your purpose, I always like saying this one from Maryam. She knows exactly.
Yep.
You stop going after what you want and you start going after what you deserve. Okay, let me say that again. When you find your purpose in life, you stop going after what you want and you start going after what you deserve, which is your potential. It's what God put you here for. God didn't put you here, again, for all the materialistic things. He put you here for a bigger reason. Those things are all good, by the way. I like some of those things too. But you can't, if you just think about those things, that is all that you will get. And you're going to expect happiness, but you won't find happiness because you're only looking for the small things in life. You're not looking for things that are aligned with you. That's what I have to say about that.
I love that. So again, if you guys didn't find your purpose, some of you guys will wake up one day, 80 or 70 years old, and you're so old now, and you're going to realize that you spent your life trying to fulfill someone else's goal, trying to go after something that you're not supposed to be going, spending 40 years in a job that you hated because you were, I'm sorry for saying that, and if someone is going to feel it, so sorry that you would feel this. Some of you guys are slaves to your jobs. You don't, I have no problem working for a company, but if I go there against my will, I don't want to work, I don't want to contribute, I'm going only for the paycheck, or I'm going only for the retirement account, I'm a slave. I am not at cause. I'm not productive. I'm not doing something. I'm not doing something to advance myself. I'm not doing something to advance the entity or the company I am working on. I'm going only for the paycheck. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be your first slide, your first view of being a slave, because I know people who are working with companies and they're crushing it because they're doing something they're supposed to be doing. Their job, their goal after for getting that job is for that job to fulfill their purpose. And yes, you can definitely find a job that can fulfill your definite purpose in life. You do not have to start a business to fulfill your definite purpose in life. You can still work somewhere. I did it. I'm not going to tell you something I didn't do. I was an accountant for like 10 years and then I shifted. I went to learning and development, got promoted twice in 1 year, and started my business that same year while doing my PhD. Why? Because it is something in alignment with who I am. So that's number one. Shall we go to number two?
Let's do it.
The second reason, just let me show him, I'm sure I'm going in order here. The second reason why you are not going after your goals and it's not successful for you this year is because they are not linked to a mission. Mission is not a purpose. Here's the thing. Let me clarify the definition. And that's why we need you guys to be in the workshop tomorrow. We're going to give you a workshop. We're going to give you a workbook. You're going to go ahead and work on it. It's free tomorrow. The link is in the bio. So purpose is the reason for your existence. A mission is one area of your life. A mission is one area of your life. So sometimes we put random goal. Not only they are not linked to the reason for our existence, they are not linked to a mission. What is your, why do you want to lose weight? Mariam, you just mentioned purpose. I know, but under which mission is your health? Under which mission is that goal that is related to your relationships? If every single day I write, I am the best wife to Alex. Under which mission? Marriage. I have a successful business that conquers. Under which mission is this? Until business. Think about purpose as the center of everything you do. And then see little bubbles, and these little bubbles are areas of your life. You have goals related to your family. That's a family mission. You have goals related to your business. That's a business mission. You have goals related to your career. That is a career mission. You have goals related to your relationships. That's relationship mission. You have goals related to your community. That's community missions. And if these missions are not clear and you're just going, with the flow, أنا مريم حبيبتي أنا ماشية على البركة. Okay. How far did that take you? I'm just going with the flow. When someone says, I'm going with the flow, it means you're just putting random things out there.
Yeah.
You're not being intentional. And I promise you, if your goal is not linked to a mission, that mission is not linked to a purpose, that goal will cease to exist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not fueled. And you don't know why you're having that goal. You don't know why you're having that goal in the first place. You don't know why you're having that goal, Habibi, you're not going to go far in life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So missions are very important. What I have found, Miriam, is that people focus on one or two of them and they don't focus on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they forget about other things in their life. And again, it comes down to being selfish. If you're only thinking about your family, but then you run out of money and blame the market and blame all these other things for it, dude, that was your responsibility and your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you run out of money, you're not exactly helping your family or yourself anymore at that point. Yeah. So you have to look at the money. You have to look at the family. I would look at your legacy type goals because that makes you think bigger and helps you create bigger things for your family, for your friends, for everybody around you and yourself, right? It just becomes bigger, and bigger is better. Bigger is always better, okay? When people think really small, it's a very selfish thing to do, right? Because they're only thinking about living paycheck to paycheck. They're only thinking about having more time for their family, right? They're thinking so small, right? They're thinking in this little circle that could be so much bigger. And by the way, God meant for it to be bigger for you. Don't think that you were only meant to do one thing, right? Now, we all have different roles and responsibilities, right? But don't think that, say one person in your family or your organization is doing one thing. Don't think that you don't have anything to do with it.
Absolutely not.
Right? Like all you amazing stay-at-home moms out there, you have more of a purpose than just that. Now, that may be your biggest role, or maybe it's a really big role of yours. Very important, right? But don't forget about your health, because otherwise you won't be around to do that, will you? Okay? Don't forget about the money, okay? Maybe you're holding your husband accountable. Maybe you are also producing money, whichever it is. right? Don't tell yourself that you can only do just one thing, right? You're limiting yourself, right? My mom was a stay-at-home mom for a long time, and she also did work at the same time for most of it.
Yeah.
Okay. She raised me a lot of a lot of things are in because of my mom, right? So I'm forever grateful for that. And it's really important to focus on that, of course, but you guys can't forget about everything else, because what happens is your kids are going to go away, right? They're going to go to college. They're going to go somewhere. They're not going to stay at home the whole time. Maybe they will. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong, but most likely they're going to go out and do their own thing. And then what? Do you not have a purpose anymore? Do you not have any missions to accomplish? Right? Your family is now shrinking, right? They're still there, but you're not spending as much time.
Yes.
So what I'm telling you guys is you have to understand that you have to focus on all of the areas, right? Like, don't think that you can't have it all, because you can have it all.
Absolutely.
Right? Maybe you have been told otherwise. That is someone that gave up on their goals that told you that. And that's someone that is a quitter, right? That someone quit on their own goals. So they want to tell you that it's okay to quit too, right? To make themselves feel better.
Absolutely.
Right? So don't listen to listen to them, but don't buy. Right?
Yeah.
This is a principle we learned from Grant Cardone. Listen, but don't buy. Be there present with them. Be there for them. Be there with them. Be like, hey, I'm here. I'm with you. I'm not thinking about something else. In the conversation, you're with them, but that does not mean that you have to agree or listen to it. Agree or buy into it. I mean,
Absolutely.
You listen, but don't buy.
That's what
I have to say about that.
I love that, guys. And again, as we mentioned, like tomorrow we're doing this goals execution workshop. It's for free. We want to help people who want to reach their goals, and maybe they don't have any kind of guidance. So just join us tomorrow. You can just go ahead and join us there. The link is in the bio. Go to clearandconquer.com/impact. Let's go. So that's the second reason. The third reason why you are not achieving your goal, and this is going to be maybe hurtful for some of you guys, it is not your goal. It's not you, Habibti. It's not your goal. There was a time, once upon a time in my life, everybody started opening and copying each other's idea. Everybody want to open a cupcake store. And then everybody want to open a burger store. And then everybody want to go ahead and have like a truck that sells food. People started, oh my God, they have like, what is it? Shiny object syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny, oh my God, what is this new shiny thing? And you forget what you're currently doing. Mm-hmm. And you move to something that you think it's successful. Not because people buy it, it means that they will go ahead and buy from you. Because again, there's marketing and sales into this, but we're not going to get into that. But the reason you are not achieving your goals, Habibti, is because it's not your goal. I'll give you an example. This is real life. Me, I was an accountant for 8 years, remember? Me, I don't know. Even in our company now, I don't want to look at the numbers. How much money we have? I want to see the last number.
But she does it anyways.
Okay, fine. So here's the thing, guys. Like, what happens in this case is it's not your goal. Habibti, it's not your goal. I wasn't an accountant, and I wanted to get one of these accountancy degrees. That is not a college degree. It's more like an accreditation degree without mentioning names. Why did I want to do that? Because the company wanted me to do it. The company is gone. Because my dad, Allah Hafdah, wanted me to do it. But I was dragging myself. Oh my God, if you see the pressure I will be putting on myself to drag myself all the way from work. After work, I finish at 6, I go to my class at 7, I finish at 10 in the evening, and I go driving back to Al Gawain, and my attitude is in my nose. This is an expression in Arabic. Nafsiti bkhashmi. Like I'm like, and I was doing it for a while. It's not my goal. Do you think I will be motivated doing something I don't like to do? Miriam, no, you're going to grow into liking it. I did not. I did it for like a year and a half. And every time I go and I had no idea what certain words mean. I didn't understand how certain processes work. I went to the exam and I'm like, oh my God, this is not my thing. It's like I'm feeding myself something I don't want to eat. Like something for example, sorry, Alex. It's like I'm drinking raw eggs. Oh, this is the feeling I was getting. I couldn't. So many of you guys, you're not reaching your goals, habibi, my love, my people. The reason you are not reaching it is because it's not your goal. Someone told you have to be a doctor. Someone told you have to do it. The minute you have to do it because someone told you to, or a group of people told you to, it's not your goal. No matter how much you're going to try to sell it to yourself. Or I'll give you an example. Maybe this is a little bit harsh, but hey. You were told to marry someone. Marry this guy. He's good for you. He's blah, blah. But you don't want to marry this guy. He's not in your goals. But you married him. But you wanted a marriage that is successful, that you both of you grow together. But your spouse, Mazyoun, he doesn't want to help you grow. And then you're sad. I'm not reaching my relationship goal of working with my husband. Habibti, it was not your goal to go ahead and marry someone who's not going to be helping you fulfill your goals. Don't be sad now. So the third reason why people are not reaching their goals is because it is not their goal. It's not your goal, guys. Wake up. Some of the goals you have written on January 1st, it's not your goal. It's someone else's goal, not yours.
Yeah, 100%. And what happens is you go against your will, right? You go against your intuition, your will, the things that you're supposed to be doing. And that means that you're not really in control of your life, right? You're under someone else's authority or someone else telling you what to do, right? God is the one that we should be listening to, right? I think a lot of you would agree with that, or the universe, whatever you guys want to call it, right? But I believe that you should be listening to the source, right? Not someone else that gave up on their goals or quit on themselves or doesn't have any confidence in themselves, so they try to suppress others, right? I don't listen to those people, or I don't really listen to them either. I mean, I don't choose to hang around with them, right? Like, so I'm not going to have conversations with those people in the first place. I'm very selective of who I hang around with. And by the way, you can listen to the people, right? You can listen to the people that are telling you about why they quit and justifying why they're losing in life and all these different things. But again, like I said earlier, don't buy into that yourself, right? You don't have to buy into that. You have a choice. And that's what we call like will, like you have willpower. And when you have willpower to do something, you're going to like doing it, and you're going to have challenges and such, but you have to be aligned with your goals is what we're saying, not other people's goals that were the goal for you. I remember we were watching a video by Alex Hormozi the other day, and he was talking about how his dad had goals and he had goals, right? And he had to choose his goals over his dad's at one point.
Yes.
Right. Because you have to see the context of this. Every person's family is different, yada, yada. But like for him, he had to choose his goals, his own willpower, his choice, because he was attached to his dad's goals for a very long time.
Yeah.
Go watch the video for yourself. But like, my point is, you have goals and other people have goals. Other people's goals might be big. Other people's goals might be small. Who you choose to align yourself with, was what we're going to talk about in a little bit here, is going to be very, very important for your future. And those people that are surrounded by you should be supporting your goals, being like, congratulations on achieving that. What's going to be the next thing for you? Like, one thing that I have learned is when someone is communicating with me about one of their goals or a piece of advice, the free advice, right? Okay. If you pay attention, if you pay very close attention, you can spot their intention, right? You can feel what they're actually trying to accomplish in that conversation.
Crazy.
And if you really pay attention, okay, you can spot it. And then you can do something about it. But if you're ignoring it and you're not really confronting, because it's your family, it's your friends, so you don't really want to look at that, right? Well, you should, because what's happening is you're allowing it to happen, and then it affects you.
Yeah.
You are now the effect. You are not in control in that moment. So you can spot someone's intention. And when someone else is talking about your goals and they're suppressing it, what's their intention?
Yeah.
Are they helping you? What's the point of that, right? Your goals are, why do you have such big goals, Alex? Someone told me, why do you want to help 1 billion kids, right? That doesn't even make any sense. That's not even possible, Alex. Or why do you want to reach 8 billion people? That's not even possible, Alex. what's their intention with this? Like, why are they even telling me that? Like, are they actually trying to help, or are they being like, I can only think about rent, I can only think about time, I can only think about what everybody tells me, you know? So what's their intention? That's my point.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Actually, I want to say something that Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam said, and I'm just gonna say like as much as I can, you know, because I don't want to fabricate the, like, you know, come up with my own thing. But the idea of it is, he said, it's whether you say something good or you just stay quiet. قل خيرا أو أصمت. You know, if you want to support someone, say something good. If you say, oh my God, Habibti, you, I got this example. You with this finger. Inti, you're gonna get a PhD from US, Habibti, where you didn't even get a scholarship. Oh my God, who's gonna allow you to travel on your own? Habibti, if you go ahead and travel without a man companion, they're gonna think you are, you know, I'm not gonna say the word, right? So here is the thing. Was that what is that person's intention? And by the way, for the parents out there, and I'm going to say something, and maybe it's going to be something hard to swallow, your children, they have nothing to do with your goals. If you couldn't become a doctor, Mr. Parent, do not force your kids to be doctors because you couldn't fulfill your own dreams. You know, I see that, and they say, and they make it sound like it's a religious thing. Oh, if you don't listen to me, if you don't go to do this major, you're not my son anymore. Why? This has nothing to do with religion. God didn't do that. God gave you the free will to go after what you are meant to do here on this earth. Going back to the first point, what's your purpose? So the reason many of you guys, you're not reaching your goals is because, Habibi, it is not your goal. It is someone else's goal that for some reason you adopted and you don't believe in. But oh my God, I have to act certain, do this thing. Many people get a PhD just because they want to get a nose up. Habibi, knowledge should make you, should humble you, not humble, sorry. Knowledge should give you even more hunger to learn, not to show off and make yourself a narcissist and better than everybody else. Anyways, that's a topic for another day.
100%. Yeah.
The fourth reason, guys, thank you for still hanging out with us here. The fourth reason for you not achieving your goals, Habibi, you don't have the confidence, lack of confidence. Now, let me tell you something, guys. Not having confidence doesn't mean like there's something wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. I didn't have confidence. If you saw my old videos, like now I'm not talking about 5 years ago, I'm talking about 10 years ago. I was, we say in Arabic, a kitty, you know when they have, the kitten, a newborn kitten, her eyes is closed. I was like this. I had no confidence. I had no dreams. I had like, oh my God. And I couldn't speak in front of people and I couldn't go. And if someone told me one day, you're going to talk 10x and told you 10x in Arabic, I wouldn't believe it. Like, how? What is 10x? Right? So the idea of it, guys, is not having confidence is not something bad, but you have to fix it. You cannot, God first. You cannot reach your goals. Let me say it one more time. You cannot reach your goals if you don't have confidence. All the goals Alex and I reached together as our common goals, my own goals, his own goals, happen because we have confidence in doing that. Posting on social media, whether one person see it or 10 people see it or 1,000 people see it, it doesn't matter, but we are confident in what we're delivering, and we know the people who we work with, we don't want to work with the people who are quitters, we want to work with disruptors, So lacking self-confidence is a problem. Because you cannot reach your goals because you don't have the confidence to do that. And by the way, this is one of the reasons you're not reaching your goal this year. You don't have the confidence. And where does confidence come from? Confidence comes from one thing: doing. You go to the gym first time, you're not confident about how to do weights, pick up the weight. Day 1, you hurt yourself. Day 2, the weight falls in your foot. No problem. But you know how to hold it now? I go to the gym and I'm like, what's this? I remember first time I went to the gym, I was 23, 24. I'm like, what is this thing? I don't even know how to play the machines, right? So confidence comes from doing, and that's okay. And again, guys, if you want to get more intact with this, join us in our free goals execution workshop tomorrow. And yeah, go ahead.
Which is clear.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Which is clearandconquer.com/impact. That's clearandconquer.com/impact. It's free, by the way. It's tomorrow. It's less than 24 hours from now, and we're going to be going deeper into these points here and these topics. And I'll just say one thing about confidence. Like there's things that we have confidence with right now, and there's things that we don't yet. Right? You just can sort it into that. One of the most basic things, and let me ask you: can you walk? Right? Can you walk? Can you like literally walk with your feet? I'm pretty sure most of you can, right? Unless you're less than 6 months old. You can't walk yet. How many times did that baby fall down trying to walk? Right? Did it just be like, screw it. I'm just gonna crawl the rest of my life. I'm just gonna crawl and I'm gonna settle with crawling. How many adults do you see crawling on their arms, their forearms, and their knees? None of them are crawling. Maybe something happened to one of their legs. That's a whole different type of thing, right? But they can walk. Why? Because they kept on persisting. You were born with persistence, okay? And your parents wanted you to walk, so they encouraged it. But what happens is things that are not encouraged are suppressed, meaning like a candy bar, the parent usually says, no, I already told you. Like you asked for the candy bar and they say no again. They ask for the candy bar and they keep on saying no, 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 no. And as a child in the beginning stages, you usually can persist to get your way because you keep on asking, right? You keep on moving forward towards a target. And then you get confidence to be like, I got the candy bar last time. I'm going to do it again, right? And then you keep on asking and eventually the persistence starts to degrade, meaning go down, right? And you start losing some confidence, right? Because you're like, I'm not supposed to ask. I'm not supposed to ask again. I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to really try that hard on things. I'm not supposed to keep on asking when I'm told no. So what happens is you get discouraged. Okay, I'm just telling you how this works, right? As a baby, you learned how to stand up. Now you quit. So you never get the confidence. But if you don't quit, you cannot fail, right? If you actually don't quit on those goals that we're talking about right now, right? If you don't quit on your purpose, what's going to happen? You're going to reach it. Maybe it takes a week for that goal. Maybe it takes a week and a half. Maybe it takes 35 days. Maybe it takes 35 months. I don't know, depending on how big your goals are, right? But you can't fail if you don't quit, okay? So that's what I'll say about that. Like confidence comes from doing, like Miriam said. And as a baby, you conquered and you became confident with walking. You don't even think about it anymore, but you used to have to.
Yeah.
Okay. You also used to have diapers too. You don't have those anymore either because you found out how to use the restroom.
Oh my God, he's being exhausted. Okay, guys, for those who are tuning in right now, this is a Clear and Conquer Live. We come to you guys every single week, bringing to you knowledge about life and business. And today we are telling you about the 8 reasons why you have not been reaching your goals this year. This will bring us to point number 5, which is, this is straight from the 10X rule, guys. You're not reaching your goals, Habibi. You're not taking massive action. What is massive action? Massive action means you're doing more action than the normal. Some people look at us and they say, oh my God, you guys are posting on social media every single day. Oh my God, why do you have to do that? Oh, okay, fine. We know that you do purpose. Oh my God, what is this weird introduction that you start with? My name is Miriam Isa Anani and I have a purpose. Okay, fine.
How many times do you have to say that, Miriam?
Oh my God, خلاص ذبحتينا. You killed us with it. Oh
Don't you know how to say anything else?
Yeah, you have no other content. This is, again, guys, the reason we do that, we do things, we do massive action. We're doing something other people don't want to do, or they refuse to do. Or they just go ahead and they are shy of doing it. You know? Wallah, if you don't want to go, why do you have to go on Instagram live every day? Bala عينك ما تعورش? Bala radio? Did you swallow a radio? It's an Arabic saying. Wallah, I'm not making this up. Anyway, there's so much I can teach you, Alex.
Yes.
I thought I told you a lot already. So, you're not taking massive action. Simple. You want to go to the gym, Habibti. Okay? Oh, I want to lose 10 pounds this month. Good. How many times did you go to the gym? One time. What did you eat? I ate ice cream. I ate pizza every day. I eat pancakes in the morning. Mariam, I'm not losing weight. What is massive action? Massive action, habibti, you want to lose 10 pounds, you're serious, you're going to go to the gym twice a day. You're going to be on that strict diet. You're going to drink your gallon of water. Okay? Let's give you another example. You say, oh my God, I want to open a business, but Miriam, oh my God, this economic thing, oh my God, the price of oil is going up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then what do? You don't take any massive action. Your massive action is watching the bad news. You don't go ahead and do, like in the doingness that you see fruits. You know, things comes into fruition when you actually do something and not do something the normal way. I could post one time a week. On all social media platforms, one time. I will do one post on Instagram, one for the whole week. This means I'm not playing the game. It means I'm a quitter. I'm a loser. I'm a coward. But again, you want to reach your goals. You have big goals. Habibi, big goals. You need people to help you with your big goals. And when I do massive action, I attract resources, information, and people to myself that can help me reach my goals. So there you have it. That's which one was it? Number 5.
Number 5.
You're not taking massive action. You are not taking massive action. You're taking you get to a goal, and what do? You chill. Oh my God, Allah! Oh my goodness, I reached my goal. I'll go party for 2 weeks, and then what happens when you party for 2 weeks? You lose momentum. So what do you have to say about that?
I mean, that's pretty like straightforward. That's pretty straightforward. Like, I mean, the only thing I'll say is one reference we always use is 10x, because we're very a part of 10x and Grant Cardone, and you know, he created a book called the 10x rule, which is doing 10 times more than what you think you need to do. And what you think you need to do is the normal level of action. If you think that you need to do 10 of something, you actually need to do 100 of it. Meaning, let's say you're hiring people, right? You're hiring people. You need to hire 10 people. That means you need to do 100 interviews, at least, okay? At least. You probably need to do 1,000 different, like, looking through applications. You need to look through 1,000 applications, right? So it's the 10x rule. If you think that you want to make $100,000, just put that thing at $1 million, because, you know, $100,000 is going to go bye-bye very fast. So is $1 million, okay? Yeah. So, like, you have to think big. It gets you to think bigger and then take massive action on it, right? And massive action is doing, again, more than the estimated effort.
Yes.
If you think something takes X, you need to do 10X of X, right? X, 1. 10X. 10 times. Okay, yeah. It's very simple, right? But what do? You're like, well, I'm going to settle for 2X. Or, you know, normal is good enough. Average is good enough, right? And you say good enough, and then you start saying things like, it's just the way that it is. The economy, it just happens every once in a while. You know, that's just the way that it is. And my life is just like this. I just, you know, it's just the way that it is. Yeah. And you justify it, right? And you justify your normal levels of action. So taking massive action is the right thing to do, right? The wrong thing to do is thinking that you're taking enough and it not being enough. And you've been taught that many times when you've tried to do something and you fell short of it, right? Do you want to continue to feel like that or not?
Powerful. And here's the thing, guys. By the end of the day, if you want to reach a goal, so far there is this goal that you didn't reach yet, start taking massive action today.
Yep.
It's one thing you can do. Maybe you want to find a job, go ahead and instead of you sending an application once a week, send 10 applications a day. Mm-hmm. And tell me in 30 days if you're not going to be hired.
Yeah, please tell us.
I actually give this technique to some people. Some people stuck with it and they found jobs within 30 days. And some people that didn't stick with it and they're like, your process doesn't work. How long did you do it? 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
and before you go to the next one thing that happens there, if they do 1 or 2 applications, they really only have 2 choices. But if 8 people come back to them with job offers, you get to choose.
Yeah.
Instead of being forced to only choose the one that offered to you.
Yeah. You're more in control, Habibi. Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's go to number 6. The sixth reason why you are not reaching your goals is not you are not committing to the goals. And in commitment, we mean the 3 times. You're not putting energy on the goal, you're not spending time on the goal, and you are not putting money in the goal. It's whether all of them are missing or some of them is missing, or it's like all of them are missing. It's not like all of them are missing, some of them are missing, or one of them is missing. Sorry, that's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
Right? So think about it. Like, are you committed all the way? Like, think about it. Not committing to a goal, it can destroy you. It can destroy you. Not committed, it's not gonna go far because you're not really spending time on it. You want to go ahead and open a business, or wait, you want to have a successful relationship with your spouse. Time, energy, and money. Okay, how do I do this in our relationship with Alex? How do I know, oh my God, I'm actually committed to Alex? Committed to Alex is not like, oh my God, I love him, I'm going to put a picture of him on Instagram. That's not commitment to Alex. Commitment to Alex means I spend time with him. We go learn together. We go to events together. It's time. I'm spending time with him. Not time because, oh, it's Alex time. Oh, no, it's time. I'm spending time, quality time with him. And I don't have to spend the whole day with him to call it I'm spending time with Alex. In the time when I'm with him, it's quality time. Energy, how do I put energy in this relationship? For example, when we are talking about a project, business, something he's going through, I'm listening. I'm listening and listening really with intention. When you're listening to someone you care about, it's energy. You're putting energy out there, as in you, oh my God, I care for you. Tell me what's going on with you, right? It's energy, some kind of energy is flowing toward that person. And the third thing, money. Alex is expensive. Allah. Alex is expensive. You know what Alex wants? Alex wants courses. Alex wants events. When we go to events, we went to the bootcamp, for example, GrowthCon, $10,000. Expensive, wallah, for a seat for 3 days. But he also does the same thing for me, right? And here's the thing, this is how we do. We are already committing for a few events this year. We have September, August, and we have in June. Spending money. And when Alex and I, we go expensive. We don't go cheap. We don't sit at the back of the room. Habibi, I listened from Maryam. When you go to events, it's not enough for you to be in the room. You need to be seen in the room. Oh my God, I'm sitting front row. How many do people know that who you are? No, but I'm going to be sitting front row. Do people know who you are? Mm-hmm. And that's again, you commit to someone. This is an example of relationships. These 3 things need to go in. Business. You need to spend time on the business. You need to spend energy on the business. You need to spend money on the business. It could be developing yourself, developing your team, having resources. It could be expanding the business. It could be investing in a new CRM. It could be advertisement. It could be marketing. So many different things. But these 3 things need to coexist for you to say, I'm actually committed to that goal. If 3 of them are missing, 2 of them is missing, 1 of them is missing, you're not fully committed on that goal. Hence, you are not actually reaching your goal so far this year.
100%. Yeah. And by the way, to get more information on this, we're going to do an event tomorrow for free. It's clearandconquer.com/impact, 100% free. Okay. We're going to show you guys how to achieve all of these, like the know-how behind it, like the structure of the goals. Like we actually map it out for you so you can have a plan in place and know exactly how to execute on it too, to get the results.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because a plan without any execution equals no results.
Yeah. Daydream.
Okay. Yeah, it's a daydream. Exactly. So that's clearandconquer.com/impact. And the one thing I'll say on the commitment is actually something that Brandon Dawson said to me. He's worth about 400 million now, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to commitment to something, right? And he has the different areas of his life. Okay, so he told me after I asked a question to him that didn't relate to his answer. He told me that I was not committed to my face, right? I asked him a question about like the being in the right vehicle or something like that. He's like, well, you're not committed, And I'm like, what does he mean by that? I did it actually in the past that something like that would have been like, whoa, what do you mean I'm not committed? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
No, I was like, oh boy, what does he mean by that? And I'm listening to him. He's like, well, you need to put more time and energy into things.
Absolutely.
Right? I was putting money into things, okay? I was investing into myself, but I was forgetting about what I was spending my time on and where I was spending my energy. Right now I'm spending, and I would say actually better word, investing my energy into you guys, right? Into you. I'm investing my time and energy into you. Right now, you could say it costs money, whatever, right? But time and energy is spending on you right now, investing in you. And the reason why I say this is because I am committed to expansion. I'm committed to making an impact. I'm committed to changing your life. Right? But if I just say that without taking any action, I'm just talking, that's not being committed. Right? Talking about it is not being committed. Doing it, massive action, like Miriam was talking about before, that is actually being committed, putting time, money, and energy into it.
I love that. I love that. So we have 2 more points, guys, left. So again, if you feel any of these previous points is speaking to you and you need to find a solution, join us tomorrow. We have a workshop to actually help you identify where the gaps are at and execute on them, and it's for free.
Yes.
The 7th reason why you are not reaching your goals, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a big one, you are comparing yourself to Fatum. You're comparing yourself to Steve. You're comparing yourself to someone else. You're not reaching it because you see someone else at a different area of their life doing much better than you, and you be like, oh, no matter what I do, I'm not gonna reach there. Oh my God, what? And then what is the worst thing? You have people around you justifying it for you. Oh my God, Habibti, what do you want to do? You want to open a business? No, don't listen to Maryam Al-Ani. Maryam Al-Ani is crazy, right?
Mm-mm.
So here is the thing. You're comparing yourself to other people. When you compare yourself to other people, I'm going to tell you guys this, you degrade yourself. Because you forget that you as a spirit is unique. You're not your body. Your spirit is in a body. I'm not going to even go deeper into this, but you are bigger than this physical unit. This one is just a unit. You're controlling your body. It's not controlling your spirit. Your body doesn't control your spirit. Your spirit is in control of the body. Going back to that, when you compare yourself with someone else, you are degrading yourself. I do not compare myself to Alex. Alex doesn't compare himself to me. I don't compare myself to someone else. I don't compare myself to Grant Cardone. I go learn from Grant Cardone. I respect Grant Cardone. But again, Grant Cardone took him 35 years. He had to go do a lot of things. And I'm telling you, hang around with him, I'm avoiding so many different mistakes. I could have done it if I didn't hang out with someone who has something I want. That's called the smart. The stupid person is the one, oh no, me, luhi, oh my God, I'm going to do it on my own. You don't go far when you try to do it on your own, guys. So, number 7, you're comparing yourself to someone else.
Yeah, and Miriam said it very well. I'll give an example for you guys. What a lot of people do is when they're first starting out, they're really comparing themselves. And you should never do that. You'd be like, Miriam has 13,000 followers on Instagram. I only have 5 right now. Or I only have 50. Bro, you just started. Why would you ever compare yourself to someone that's been in the game much longer, okay? And you're comparing yourself to being in the game for 1 day or 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay? You've been like, I've been doing this for 6 months. I'm like, amazing job. You're gonna have to do it for another 6 years. You have to be thinking 6 years ahead, not 1 month ahead.
Yeah.
That's called delayed gratification. You can't be thinking tomorrow everything is just gonna work for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I can have that intention, right? I can believe that things are gonna work out for me, things are gonna be in order. But for me to think that, I don't know, I'm gonna be worth the $461 billion tomorrow, right? It's like, what are we talking about here? So don't compare yourself to others, and specifically how many likes you get, how many comments on your posts. Don't if you get 3, that was 3 people that liked it. And then there's the people that decided not to like it. There's the people that are hating you. So they're never going to like it because that would give you power. Right. Or so they think.
Yeah.
So just don't compare yourself in those scenarios. The reason I say that is because I used to do it myself. I used to compare myself to Grant. Right. What's the point of that? I have no idea what kind of a life he lived because I'll never be him. You'll never be us. You'll never know what kind of decisions we've made exactly, what kind of life we've lived
Oh my God.
exactly to
Yeah.
a point. You can assume things, but you're probably going to be wrong because life, like people's lives are pretty complicated. So just keep it to you, right? Compare yourself to your potential, right? Your potential, you, right? Compare yourself to your potential, not to other people. You're just going to degrade yourself, like Miriam said, make yourself feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, why haven't I accomplished this yet? And then you start asking the wrong questions. And the wrong questions are going to lead you to the wrong results.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's what I have to say.
Crazy. Thank you so much for sharing that, Alex. And
Mhm.
here's the thing: never compare. Never compare. I'll give you an example. Years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, because of this marriage and social pressure, I was told, oh, you have to get married by 25. And if you're not 25, oh my God, it's going to be too late for you. Nobody's going to marry you. Maryam Habibi, the men want young women, blah, blah, blah. They want them fertile so they can have children. I don't know what says. Anyways,
And by the way, I'm 8 years younger than Miriam.
he's
just to-
8 years
just to
younger
put that
than
out
me.
there.
Yeah, and I'm proud. So, wallah, sometimes I feel like he's 50. No, I mean, mashallah, your wisdom. I'm
Do I
talking
look
about your
50?
No, I'm talking about your wisdom.
I'm kidding.
Anyways, so with that being said, guys, what was I saying? Comparing yourself to someone else. So they were telling me, oh my God, Habibti, and Mariam, you have by the age of 25, always Habibti, you have by the age of 25, you need to, you have to get married if you're not getting married by 25. So I think I was 22, 23. I was, very young at that time. And I'm like, oh my God. And I go to weddings with auntie and everybody's getting married, people younger than me, older than me. They're like, oh my God, حليلها صارت في نصيبها. Maryam, inshallah, you're gonna get married too. So they compare, huh? The minute I hit 30, it was like too late. Maryam will never marry anyone, ever. It's gone. Someone even told me, what Farah tell me, oh my God, you're gonna be a second wife, or you're gonna marry someone who is divorced. Why I cannot mix? What's this? Yeah, what's going on? Anyways, with that being said, I used to compare myself to someone else. But the minute I owned it, and I owned it, I think when I was 30, 31, I'm like, I'm going to marry someone who wants me for who I am. He doesn't care about my age. I inspire him. He knows that I am the right person for him. I'll conquer together with him. We're going to both have faith in God. We're both going to go ahead and have a purpose. I was very clear. And I'm like, and people talk behind my back. Wallah, oh my God, she didn't get married. Oh my God, poor Maryam, she didn't get married. And then one day I marry someone who's an American. Why American? Not because he's American. It's because I put a list on someone. He doesn't care about my age. Someone actually one time proposed, she sent his family, I don't know what, and they said, oh, only if she was younger. I don't want your son. Oh, well, alhamdulillah, it came from you, But the idea of it is comparing yourself to others will not get you far with your goals. Imagine I married someone or I compromised. I compromised, or I married someone and I became a second wife twice. I almost married proposals from 2 men who already had the first wife. They wanted me as a second wife. I'm like, no. Some of my friends, they told me, oh my God, you're stupid. انت غبية حبيبتي انت تخديتي. Who else will marry you?
What does that mean?
Which part?
What you just said.
What تخديتي means did you become crazy?
Okay.
Did you become crazy? Who refuses a man now? You refuse him, nobody else is going to come and marry. Wallah, and I'm not going to go ahead. And again, this is me. This is my own belief. I don't want to marry. I don't want to be a second wife, me personally. Although I was told, oh, this is your only option. I don't compare. The minute, again, going back to the part of comparing, the minute you compare, you degrade. I don't degrade myself. When I see someone successful, I wish them well because I'm working on my own thing. I'm working on my own grass with him, with our team, with our company, with the people, with the community. So do not compare. Conquer.
100%. That's all I have. That's good.
Okay, so since you are Mr. Accountability, go ahead and share the last one.
Yeah, so the last and final point here for you guys. First of all, before I do the last one, go to clearandconquer.com/impact for our free event we're doing tomorrow. It's a goals execution workshop. So we're going to show you exactly how to map out your goals, how to have the right goals aligned with you, aligned with your purpose, and how to execute on them and achieve them.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be awesome. And this is one of people love this workshop that we do. So clearandconquer.com/impact. But the last one is being held accountable. The 8th point to why you're not achieving your goals is because you're not being held accountable. Okay. And what this means is like not having the right people holding you accountable around you, right? Like at one point in my life, I had 6 people holding me accountable for different areas of my life. And the reason for that is because I knew I didn't have the confidence in that area yet. I knew I would get it, but I need someone to like push me to understand what I want to accomplish, to help me get to that next level. I needed someone as somewhere I could go to and be held accountable to, right? One of them was having a personal trainer, because I didn't know any of the structure. I didn't know what foods I was supposed to be eating. I didn't know how much protein I was supposed to be intaking. I didn't even know I was supposed to be drinking a gallon of water. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I hired a personal trainer, right? Why did I do that? Because they're an expert in that area, right? So I started getting the right people around me to hold me accountable. And I would highly recommend that you do the same thing. You should have people holding you accountable. And that's why we have our accountability group and mentorship group, right? We're going to talk more about that tomorrow, but we have a group specifically for this because we want to make sure that people are held accountable to their goals. They have the right information they're taking in on how to achieve them, not the wrong pieces of information. And we want to make sure that people are successful. So that's why we actually created that, because I understood how important it is to have people holding you accountable. So I did create that. But make sure that you have the right people around you, the right people, not someone that's been divorced giving you relationship advice. Okay, the right people holding you accountable.
Yeah, and again, talk about holding you accountable doesn't mean that you don't have self-confidence in yourself. Sometimes you need someone to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like again, you cannot say, I'm doing it on my own. God always sends you people to help you. There's some people who want to stop you. There are some people who want to help you too, right? So, for example, Alex and I, right? For like something as simple as writing my goals. If one day I'm like, I don't want to write my goals, Alex has the planner in my bed. Before I go to sleep, I have a surprise. I have to write my goals. He holds me accountable to it, right? If there's someone who's not holding you accountable for your goals, who's not helping you reach your goals, you're not going to reach them. And that's why it's very important to surround yourself with the right people. You have the wrong people, they're going to try to stop you, or they could already have been trying to, and they succeeded. But when the fire is so big, nobody can stop you. But the minute you face a challenge and you stop, you don't go far. Alex and I, we go far and we keep going far in life. It's because we refuse to quit. We refuse to be cowards. We refuse not to go after our goals. We have a challenge, we don't keep it in, we go seek help. We go for whatever, business challenges, relationships, whatever it is, and we are always around winners. We don't have losers in our life. We don't have losers. We don't have someone saying, Habibti, Inki, those are out. If someone comes to you and says, Maria, did you close the deal? Sarcastically. I'm like, what do you mean? That deal, did you close it? I'm like, yeah. Why are you asking? Yeah. And then they if their intention is bad, they cannot talk to you. If their intention is to hard, they'll be like, let me help you close the deal. What do you want? Do you want a third party touch? We're running at the next event in Dubai, and mashallah, all those people coming to help me. Mariam, how can I help? How can I help? There are some people flying from the United States all the way to Dubai to help us with the event. They're not only, we don't want to attend, Mariam. We want to be helping you, want to be supporting you. How did that happen? Because the intention is good. We attract people who are good, who want to help us with our goals and dreams. So there you have it, guys. 8 reasons why you're not reaching your goals. Okay, I hope this is helpful. If you are facing any of them or some of them, you need to go ahead and do a counter of that. You need to find your purpose. You need to know your missions. You need to know it's your goal, not someone else's goal. You need to have the self-confidence. You need to take massive action. You need to commit, not to compare yourself to anyone, and get someone to hold you accountable. And join our goals execution workshop tomorrow. We're going to show you exactly the map. It's free, okay? Come join us tomorrow. The link is in the bio. Let's go ahead and help you guys. Life is too valuable for you to keep wasting time. We are in May, okay? 4 months gone. Ramadan, Eid, I don't know what happened. حق الليلة, Valentine, so many things. And now there is summer. I know, my God, distractions. Summer, we're gonna travel, and then we're gonna go back to school, and then oh my God, it's pumpkin spice latte season, and then people will start sleeping from October until next year. خلاص, done. It's people who work. You need to be around people who work, who knows the game, so they can teach you the game.
100%. So that's clearandconquer.com/impact. By the way, we go Clear and Conquer live every single Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. UAE time is what that would be. So we appreciate everybody joining. Thank you. And we will see you guys next time and at the event tomorrow. Event tomorrow.
Okay, thank you guys. Take care.
Yes. See you later,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you. All right.